The textbook Bcom by Lehman and Dufresne lists the advantages of emails. They allow for fast and convenient ways of communicating across time zones. They increase efficiency within a company, and they reduce cost of stamps and telephone calls, and they reduce paper waste. Email can go one of two ways. It can be very well written and easily understood by the receiver, or poorly written and the message can be lost. An example of a poorly written email is from a poorly written email by an underprepared student. Hi doctor, you told me I'm going to make a B even without doing the final, but unfortunately you gave me a C, which is no good to me. Please doctor, check my course compass, my test, and my finals out again, please, because without you passing, I mean getting a B, I'm no good at all and academic is going to be affected real bad. Please once again look into my case. This email abbreviates the word you over and over again, and not all of the words are complete. The email is in all capital letters, which usually mean excitement or yelling. And when the whole email is in capital letters, this is disregarded. The article How to Fail at Email states, by typing in capital letters, you will offend most everyone who has ever read an email. The student also didn't sign the email. And the only way to tell who sent the email is by looking at the email address. And hopefully the student's name is in the email address. When the professor didn't answer the student, they sent another email. Hello doctor, how you doing? Hey doc, I checked my grade today. I realized I gave a C instead of a B. I remember when I came to see you about my grade, said I'm good for a B, but to my sadness you gave me a C. Please doctor, you gotta help me out, because without me passing your class, my educational career will come to a stop. I know you don't want that for nor any of your student. Please, you gotta help me. Please, for the love of God, you gotta save my career. This email has more errors than the first, and the subject line of this email does not give much information about what the email is about. And with the typo, it may cause the receiver to just disregard the email. And again, the writer abbreviated many words, you, doc, passin', and there are many typos. The only period in the email is the one used after the abbreviation doc, and there are commas used throughout the email that are used poorly. I check my grade. That would make more sense if it said, I checked my grade. I realize I gave a C. This sentence makes absolutely no sense at all, because realize is spelled wrong and the sender isn't the one giving the grades. How to fail at email includes typing in all lowercase letters and forgetting punctuation on its list of things to do if you want to fail at writing emails. This email is also written without a clear head. The writer is upset about the grade and it's showing through the email. An example of a well-written email comes from Email Prospecting, an example of a bad email transformed. Jim, I saw AMCO recently joined your partner program as part of your strategic plan to go after ABC's market share. There are a couple of key techniques that you can leverage to recruit highly successful partners while reducing your partner costs by as much as 50%. I have time on Wednesday afternoon or Friday morning to share these strategies with you. What openings do you have for those days? This email is short and to the point. It contains no run-on sentences, and the subject line references the email. It follows the basic rules of writing. It has no abbreviations, no random capitalization. The beginning of sentences are capitalized, and punctuation is being used properly. Words are spelled properly throughout the email, and it appears as though the writer wasn't overly emotional. This is how a well-written email looks. The article How to Fail at Email states, there's an old saying that spoken word is soon forgotten, but the written word endures. An email can be saved, and if a poorly written email is sent, it may come back to haunt you in your future. So just make sure that all emails are written as well as you would want them to be remembered.